What's up, everybody? Larissa Shanti here, and today we're bringing you day 4 of the Gratitude Journey series. If you want to know more about how you can participate in the Gratitude Journey series, you can check out the description below for details. If not, you're also more than welcome to just enjoy the flow as it is today. Today's theme, we have abundance. So if that sounds good to you, let's get down to that mat. So we're gonna start standing today, and also we are gonna be using a strap. So if you don't have a yoga strap, don't worry about it. You can use a scarf, you can use a towel, you can use a tie, you can use a belt. Anything that's long and strap-like will work, all right? So just bring that to your mat when you're ready. And then we're gonna start in mountain pose, where we're gonna do an extra wide mountain pose. So take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Toes are pointing forward in line with the heels. There's a little softness in your knees. Shoulder heads roll up, back and down. Palms face forward. Chin is parallel with the earth. And then you can close the eyes or just leave them soft here. Doing our centering practice, coming into our breath. So finding that steady inhale and exhale, feeling that natural ebb and flow. Grounding down through the feet on your exhales, rising tall like a tree through the spine on the inhales. So today's practice is abundance. And sometimes when we feel the lack of abundance or just lack in general in our lives, it can make it a little bit more difficult to bring that gratitude in. So today we're gonna take up space, creating space on our mats, creating space in our hearts, in our minds, creating abundance. Let's take one final inhale and exhale. Blink those eyes back open. On your next inhale, take those hands up over the head. Again, creating this space nice and big. Hands are spread wide. Then lean over to the left. Breathing here. See if you can breathe into those right side ribs, reaching through those fingers, still planted firmly on your mat. And inhale as you come back up. Exhale, take it over to the other side. Again, feeling solid in your feet, reaching through the fingertips, creating this length, this space in the body. And breathing into those left side ribs. Inhale, coming back to center. Float those hands down. Start to walk the feet back to hip width. When you're ready, inhale, take the hands high. Exhale, swan dive all the way down, forward fold. Then inhale to a halfway lift, long spine. Exhale to fold again. On your inhale, bend the knees, press and rise back up, hands up overhead, creating space. And then exhale, swan dive all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale to fold. One more time. Inhale, press and rise, creating this big space like you're collecting a huge beach ball over your head. And then exhale, forward fold, all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, hands to the mat, then shift one leg back, then the other, finding your plank pose, getting stable in your plank. Reach the heels to the back end of your mat, Crown of the head reaches forward. Lower ribs and belly button tucks in. Always option to drop the knees, yeah? Take an inhale. And then exhale, lowering down onto the mat. Untuck those toes. Inhale, press down through the pubic bone. Peel the heart up, baby cobra. Exhale, coming back down as you tuck your toes. Make your way back to a downward dog. Next inhale, right leg up behind you, three-legged dog. On the exhale, bend the knee, bring the foot through top of the mat. Drop the back knee down. On your inhale, sweep those fingers all the way up, creating space. On your exhale, open them wide, take them down behind you, big circle. Then back down to the mat. Come back to your downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it through, foot at the top of the mat. Drop your back knee down. Inhale, lead with the fingers, sweep it all the way up. And then exhale, big circle. Hands come back down. Lift the back leg, come back to a downward dog. Take a few breaths here in your down dog, pressing through the palms, reaching long, lifting through the armpits, and then sending those hips up and back. Maybe a little yes, no with the head if it feels good. Then on your next inhale, bend the knees, lift the heels, look forward. Exhale, walk to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press and rise, hands up overhead. Then step back with your left foot going long to the long edge of your mat. Point your toes forward. Arms come down to shoulder height rather. And then inhale, press the hips forward, lean the heart up towards the sky. And then exhale, forward fold, hinging from the hips, just coming halfway, so shoulders are level with the hips. If this is too challenging with the arms, you can always bring the hands in by the hips, yeah? But from here, start pressing the weight into the outer edges of your feet. Then lean the weight forward into your toes. Then press into the ball of the big toe. On your next inhale, rise back up. Turn the toes out, heels in. From here, we're gonna come down into our goddess. So start to bend the knees and you bend the elbows at the same time, sinking the hips down. Then inhale, rise back up, long legs. So as you come down, make sure your knees are tracking over the toes, all right? 2 more of those. Take an inhale. Exhale, squatting down into your goddess. Inhale to rise. Exhale, coming down. Inhale to rise. Hold here. Turn your right toes forward, then the left toes to the back of the mat. And now you're going to start to reach forward with those front fingertips. Again, creating space, reaching through both fingers, pressing down through the feet. Then keeping that big space with the chest, coming all the way down into our triangle pose. Don't go so deep though, keep it a shallower triangle pose, and that creates more space in the chest so we can lift the heart towards the sky. Keep pressing through the feet, staying engaged through the legs, using that core. You can always place a hand down if you need to as well. And inhale, rising again. Then you're gonna step to the back end of your mat, finding your mountain pose. Don't worry if you can't see me anymore. Just listen to my voice. You already know where we're going, yeah? So take a moment, deep inhale, slow exhale. Next inhale, hands rise. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins, long spine. Exhale to fold, step one leg back, then the other. finding your plank. Take an inhale, setting up. Then exhale, lower down. On your inhale, press down through the pubic bone, peel the heart up, baby cobra. Exhale, coming back to the earth as you tuck your toes and send yourself back to a downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bring it all the way through, top of the mat. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, lead with the fingertips all the way up and then big circle on the exhale. Fingers come back down to the mat. Come back to your downward dog. Inhale as the right leg goes behind you. Exhale, bring it all the way through. Back knee drops. Inhale, sweep the fingers up. And then exhale, take them all the way down and around. Back leg lifts, come back to your downward dog. Take a nice big inhale through your nose. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. Next inhale, bend the knees, lift the heels, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press and rise, hands up overhead. Now, on your exhale, step back with your right leg coming to the long edge of the mat, toes forward, hands come down to shoulder height. And again, inhale, press the hips forward, lift the heart. Exhale, hinging from the hips, finding a flat back on the way down. Shoulders are level with the hips, holding here. Shifting the weight into the pinky toe sides of the feet, forward to the toes, then press into the ball of the big toe. Looking directly down in front of you to lengthen the back of the neck. On your next inhale, rise back up. Start to turn those toes out. Exhale, squat it down into goddess. Inhale to rise, long arms. Exhale, squat. Inhale, rise. Now turn your left toes forward, right toes towards the top of the mat. Reach through those front fingertips. Keep reaching, keep reaching. Create the space so you're reaching in opposite directions with the fingers, trying to keep the heart open on the way down, yeah? Maybe that means we don't go as far. In fact, everybody, try to make it a shallow triangle to shine the heart up towards the sky. Reach through those left fingers. Always feel free to use the leg for support if you need to. And inhale, rising back up. Step to the top of the mat, finding your mountain pose. Maybe do a little shoulder roll up, back, and down. Grounding through the feet on the exhales. Rising tall through the crown of the head on the inhales. Here we go. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, swan dive, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, hands down to the mat, step back with one leg, then the other, find your plank. On your exhale, lowering down. On the inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, coming down, tucking the toes and making your way back to a downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bring it all the way through, set it down. This time we're gonna keep the back leg lifted. Inhale, press and rise, crescent pose. Exhale as the hands circle all the way back and then coming down to the mat. Come back to your downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, circle it back, then come all the way down to the mat. Come back to that downward dog. Take a nice steady inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let it all go. Next, inhale, bend the knees, lift the heels, look forward. Exhale, traveling to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press and rise, hands up overhead. Exhale through heart center. Mountain pose, ground here. Gonna change it up a bit now. So on your inhale, take those hands up high. On the exhale, step back with your left leg, opening wide. Finding your star, and then finding your goddess. So toes turn out, heels in. Now from here, we're gonna use this mudra called ego eradicator. So how we do that is you just make a fist, but your thumbs are free and they're pointing towards each other above your head. So making that shape with the hands. Take a nice big inhale, and then exhale, lowering down into your squat. So make sure you're nice and stable. Knees are tracking over the toes. Tailbone is lengthening. Shoulders are trying to stack on top of the hips. And we're gonna do a little capsule body breathing here. So take a full inhale, full exhale. Halfway inhale, and then begin. So you start to pump the belly towards the spine. Don't worry about the exhale, it'll happen naturally. Keep going. Almost there. Inhale, rise. You can let the hands relax for a moment. We're gonna do 2 more rounds of that. So don't worry if there's stuff flying out of your nose, whatever. Nobody's watching. When you're ready, bring those hands back up. Find your ego eradicator. So fingers closed, thumbs are free, pointing towards each other above the head. Take an inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Inhale halfway, and begin. Going as fast or as slow as you need to. Inhale, rise. Exhale, float the hands down, take a rest. 1 more of those. But just enjoy this break while we got it. So Kapalabhati is kind of like a cleansing breath, really builds the fire and cleanses the body, yeah? All right, take those hands back over, create a fist. Thumbs are free, inhale. Exhale, squatting down. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Inhale halfway. Exhale to begin. Inhale. Exhale. Turn those toes towards the top of the mat. Step forward. Find your mountain pose. Inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, halfway down. Forward fold all the way. Inhale, halfway lift. Long spine. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back with one leg, then the other. Find your plank. On the exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, meeting in a down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bring it through. Keep the back leg lifted. Inhale, sweep it tall. Exhale, take the hands down and around. Find the mat. Come back to your downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale, rise strong. Exhale, circle back and around. Hands to the floor. Come back to your downward dog. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. It's softening your knees down to the earth. Untucking those toes. Finding a child's pose, resting your forehead on the mat. On your inhale, roll the spine up. Come to sit on the heels, stacking one vertebrae at a time. Your chin stacks last. Okay. Now shift your weight off to one side. Bring those legs around front. Maybe scooch down the mat a little bit if you need to. And then we're just gonna make our way down onto our backs. Before you do, make sure you have your strap or scarf or belt or whatever it is handy for you. Roll that spine down onto the earth. We're gonna keep our knees bent. Bring the heels towards the bum. Maybe give your right knee a little squeeze into the chest. And then you can reach for that strap. Unravel it if you need to. And then you're gonna take the strap, place it around the arch of that right foot and send it to the sky. And you can hold it just with your right hand. Maybe bring the left hand to the hip or down by your side. It's okay if the knee is super bent here, yeah? Doesn't matter. Then from here, just try to drag those toes over the head. You can do little pulses. And holding steady, see if you can extend your left leg. And then trying again. It's okay if the knees start to bend even more. And again, we're just drawing the toes directly over our head or in that direction. And now, if the hand is down on the floor, maybe bring it to the left hip to help anchor that hip down. You're gonna take the leg and you're gonna open it over to the right. The right hand is there to kind of guide you and support you on your way down. So just opening as wide as the leg wants to go, trying to keep your hips anchored to the earth. You can always bend that right elbow for a little bit more support. Take a few breaths there. Inhale, rising back up, using that right hand to help pull that leg back up. Then you're gonna switch, so left hand grabs the strap, right arm opens wide. Then you're gonna draw that leg across the body. Again, you can bend the left elbow to kind of create that tension and that support with the strap. I'm just taking a few breaths here. Again, just going to your own degree. Inhale as you rise back to the top. Release and then switch the legs. So knees are both bent. Maybe bring that left knee to the chest, little squeeze. And then wrap that strap around the arch of the left foot. Press that foot to the sky. And then start to draw the toes over the head, doing little pulses. Then maybe start to extend the right leg. And experimenting there. It's okay if the knee wants to bend even more. Just going with it. Good. And then holding there, bring your right hand to your right hip, try to anchor it down. Keeping that left arm bent as you open the leg over to the left. And you can even rest the elbow down and then draw the hand towards you, and that gives a little bit more support if your hip can open that wide. Inhale, taking it back up. Switch the hands. Right hand grabs the strap, left arm opens to the side. And then take that leg across the body. Again, you can bend that right elbow. Draw the strap towards you, towards your heart, bending that elbow. And then this is a nice kind of twist almost. And hip stretch. Inhale to rise back up. Release the strap. Maybe bring both knees to the chest for one final squeeze. Forehead to the knees. And then extend those legs nice and long, down to the bottom of the mat. Arms down by your side, palms facing up. Feel free to do any little micro movements here to make yourself more comfortable, more settled. And once you feel nice and settled, close those eyes or leave them soft. And then a little reminder, when you come out of your Savasana, just remember to write down 3 things that you're feeling grateful for. And I'll leave you with this quote. Abundance is meeting limiting factors with unlimited thoughts. Abundance is meeting limiting factors with unlimited thoughts. Mariana Williamson.